Welcome and thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to this year's series of County Government Listening Up coaching sessions presented by the Association of County Commissions of Alabama and designed to provide a useful look at some of the most pressing legislative issues impacting Alabama's 67 county governments as we prepare for the 2021 legislative session. I'm Sonny Brasfield, Executive Director of the Association, and over the next few minutes, I'd like to focus our attention on the impact of and history behind a piece of priority legislation that is important for all county governments during the legislature's 2021 regular session. Today, we're going to turn our attention to a complicated but very important issue, and that is responding to a Supreme Court decision regarding the sale of property for unpaid ad valorem taxes. Doesn't that sound exciting? Every year, persons who fail to pay their ad valorem taxes on property are subject to an enforcement process that at the very end results in their property being sold at auction. The law actually says on the front steps of the courthouse. If you could see me, I'm doing air quotes, the front steps of the courthouse. Over time, for lots of reasons, those sales have moved from the front steps of the courthouse to inside during inclement weather, to rooms that can accommodate more people, to rooms that really technology helps the sales go more efficiently. And the Alabama Supreme Court has recently ruled that any sale that took place anywhere other than the front steps of the courthouse, those sales are subject to be voided by process that's actually in the law. At the county level, this is a serious concern because it puts in question all of the tax sales that have occurred over the last 9 years. This could be a significant problem, not only for counties, but for the state of Alabama. Representative Jim Hill has already introduced legislation that will address this technical issue in the law by doing two things. First, it would remove the reference to the front steps and just say that a public auction shall be held on county property. That certainly is one way to address the issues going forward, but the bill also would reach back and confirm the tax sales that have already occurred, even those that occurred somewhere on county property, but not physically on the front steps. That provision is just an old section of the law that's not been updated. The association has passed a couple of bills in the last 5 years, making some changes to this very difficult and very complex tax sale statute, but no one thought of changing the law as it relates to the steps in front of the courthouse. And certainly we understand the Alabama Supreme Court has to rule on the law as it is written. We understand the ruling, but we believe it is something that should be changed. We ought to update the law, remove that provision, and certainly all the other sales that have occurred in other public locations. Otherwise, those sales are not flawed in any way, and we believe the legislature should ratify those so that we don't have to go back and reconduct 9 years worth of tax sales. So again, the bill already introduced by Representative Jim Hill. We anticipate that the Senate will embrace this legislation as well. We encourage you to contact your legislators so that we can take care of this technicality and move forward with this issue in a more efficient and effective way. That concludes our brief review of this legislation to make some necessary changes to the ad valorem tax sale statute. If you have any questions about this bill or any piece of legislation that is part of the association's priority activities in the 2021 session, please contact the association for further details, or you can read all about our initiatives at alabamacounties.org. On Twitter, we encourage you to follow us at @AlabamaCounties, and you can even check on my activities at Sonny Brasfield. Thank you again for listening and for making time to better understand our efforts on behalf of county government here in Alabama. Have a great day.